Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here today to share with you all about my brand new pumpkin and vine pattern. This pattern has a lap or throw quilt, a wall hanging, and a table runner. And I've got the table runner and the wall hanging finished up. I've got a whole lot of things to share with you about that. I've also got the September Sew sampler box to share with you, and a really fun little charm that Chelsi and I have that's available now with Fat Quarter Shop. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm super excited to share all of these projects with you. I really need to be working on things for our quilt market booth, but there was one more fall project I wanted to make before I started that, and that was my pumpkin and vine project. So I'm showing you the table runner right here. This one finishes at 14 inches by 50 inches, and it has the 3 pumpkin blocks and the 2 vine blocks. You'll notice that there are 2 different kinds of pumpkin blocks. One is just strips and the other one is patchwork. And the pattern is written so that you make strip sets for everything. And while you're making these larger pumpkins with the long strips, you are actually saving portions of the strips to put together to make the patchwork pumpkins. It's especially effective when you're making the large lap or throw size quilt, because then you get all of your patchwork created while you're making your bigger pumpkins. It's a little bit more work if you're just doing the table runner by itself, but it's all still strip piecing. So, and the pattern is actually designed with our Raspberry Summer fabric collection, which only has 3 oranges. And so I did write the pattern that way, but I substituted in a bunch more oranges, as you can tell. So anyway, really love this runner. Both of the projects I'm sharing today were quilted by my friend Vicki Willard, and she did a fabulous job. I did use I've still got a lot of this, and for these table runners that are long, I just don't waste any fabric or have to piece anything when I use the cheater print for the backing. So I did use the cheater print for that, and went kind of bold, I thought, with the orange binding and the green gingham border. It was pretty fun. I'm just going to show you the wall hanging now, and this finishes at 37 by 37. I actually have a perfect place in my kitchen where I'm going to hang this up. And for this one, I did 4 strip piece pumpkins and then just the 1 patchwork pumpkin. And again, we have the strip pieced sashing, which just I feel like kind of adds a lot to the vibe. Again, Raspberry Summer collection with a few other oranges and greens thrown in from Laguna Sunrise and Strawberry Lemonade. But the border, binding, sashing posts, those are all Raspberry Summer for this one. And for this one, I thought it would be really fun. You know, we pick raspberries in the summer, but you know, in the fall we have the pumpkins and the vines. So I just thought this was a really fun collection to make this pattern. Now the lap or throw size quilt, the largest one in the pattern, and all 3 are included in the pattern. I don't have it here, I haven't pieced it yet, but it finishes at 57 inches by 67 inches, which is a great size for a lap or throw quilt, and it's also easily expandable into a twin size quilt. Just either make a few more blocks, or what would be even easier is just to add a second border. So, okay, that's pumpkin and vine. And next I wanted to show you, Chelsi and I, just in coordination with Fat Quarter Shop, we have a So Charming Dresden enamel charm. And we actually designed this kind of loosely with our Raspberry Summer collection. I do have the Dresden pattern in there, and we have the Dresden cheater print fabric. So we thought this would be just a really fun kind of piece of merch. We often get asked if we have things that our followers and viewers can buy, and so we thought this would be super fun. So it is meant to go, I've attached this one. This is actually Emma collection, but it looks fine with that. But I've attached it to the zipper so it can work as a zipper pull. A lot easier to grab the charm and open than just to grab the tiny little zipper. But I did want to show you that it does work on even these really small zippers. And you could also put it on a keychain. You could put it on any type of bag. I'm going to be putting them on lots of my bags. I love it. And it also makes a great gift for one of your quilting friends. So Chelsi and I both have a limited number of these in our shops, and I'll put links to both of our shops for these, but when we run out, you can get them at Fat Quarter Shop. They have plenty of them available. So super, super fun. We just absolutely are in love with how it turned out. So wanted to share that with you today. And then finally, I do want to share a little bit of a spoiler alert. If you haven't received your box, everyone should have their boxes by now, but if not, I am going to show the contents. This is the September 2024 box, and I love what they did with this one, all the classics. So I knew right away these are going to be standard things that we all know and love, but maybe don't have in our collection. So the first thing is a Creative Grids ruler. This is a 5.5 by 5.5, which is a wonderful, wonderful size to have, and classic size, classic company, really great product. The next thing, and this is something that I don't have myself, but I'm super excited to try. This is a limited edition, and it's called a hot ruler. So in other words, you can measure, mark, fold, press, everything, and it's heat resistant. So you can see that they've got it on the fabric, and you can press over it with your iron and it's going to be okay. So heat resistant, not heat proof, but it can also be used with a dry or a steam iron. And this I think will be super helpful, you know, if you're wanting to press under 1/2 inch or press 1 inch, and sometimes it's so hard to take a regular ruler over there, you can't put the iron on it, but this will make it really, really nice. So really great product. An Aurifil spool of thread, color number 2000. This I feel is just kind of a standard when I teach. I often see a majority of my students using Aurifil 2000. It just seems to blend. It is an off-white. You can tell that it's not a white, it's an off-white. But it does seem to blend into a lot of fabrics. For example, you know, this border fabric, if you were piecing with it, it would be totally fine. So just a really great classic color once again. We've got our Peaceful Baskets sampler block. This is number 6. And then there is an exclusive pattern, which is the Reflections quilt pattern. And this one is exclusive to the box. There is also a Jolly Bar pattern for a 49.5 by 49.5 summer getaway quilt. And the reason they give you that is because the fabric this month is a Jolly Bar. And I am so excited to get this. This is probably one of my favorite Joanna Figueroa Fig Tree collections in many, many years. And it's called Denim and Daisies. And I'm just going to flip through. And just some gorgeous navies. I do not know what I'm going to make with this yet, but I'm going to make something. I love these fabrics. Perfect for late summer, early fall. All of these blues are just beautiful. And I love how she included like the little bits of peach or coral in the collection. We'll get to those kind of at the back. I love this. This is one of my favorites. The really tiny paisley. Love that. And a lot of these are duplicates, so you have, you know, quite a bit of fabric. And then here we are getting into the corals and the peaches, and almost like a, you know, an orange that works with your fall quilts. Yeah, some really great colors in here. And honestly, you could use the blues all together and the corals all together, or keep them together as they are in the collection, but a little bit of more of rust colored in the back. So really great collection. It's called Denim and Daisies. It is in stores now, and it's by Joanna Figueroa of Fig Tree and Company. And that's everything for the September box, my new pumpkin and vine pattern, and our brand new So Charming Dresden enamel charm. Okay, so that's it for everything today. The pumpkin and vine lap quilt, wall hanging, and table runner, the September 2024 So sampler box, the brand new Dresden mini zipper charm that Chelsi and I did, and all of these things will be linked in the description below. We've got the pattern is available now in paper and in PDF. I'll have all the products linked from the So sampler box. And then also I'll have a link to the charms to my shop and to Chelsi's shop. And then when those sell out, you can also get them at Fat Quarter Shop. So I'll have all those links in the description below. If you enjoyed today's video, please share it with a friend, hit the like button, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for stopping by.